What's
Hey,
going on,
Chris.
everybody? Steph, how are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. As you can see, I'm in the cozy confines of Durango, Colorado tonight.
What's the temperature there?
Temperature is a cool 59 degrees. It just rained earlier today.
Oh, nice.
So loving it, loving it. But we still have a job to do, especially tomorrow night, where we're going to go ahead and reveal the round one winners, and super excited for it. But just kind of wanted to do a little bit of a preview show before the reveal. So, any takes that you have just from the voting, anything that not results wise, but just what was your take on the voting and all the people that did it?
I was super excited when I went in and saw when I voted some of the matchups because you can see the percentages, or you could when it was still live, and some of it was closer than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm super excited for tomorrow night to see some of those results.
Yeah, it should be super fun, super fun. So let's get to the brackets real quick, to the matchups real quick, and we're gonna move past this slide. We're gonna get to this one right here because this is what kind of oh, it's going fast. All right, hold please. So we had a couple different ones that we want to. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so we had some great matchups. We had Happy Days, WKRP, Jefferson's All in the Family, MASH, Three's Company, Brady Bunch, Love Boat. The voting has stopped, and I know that it is pretty. I know some of them are really close, and so we don't obviously want to reveal anything. But I will tell you that it was super fun to see, like you said, some of those matchups being really, really close, and just the amount of votes we had. I mean, we had a decent amount of votes, which was super fun.
Yeah, I was really excited about that.
Well, I want to rehash the montage of those songs just so people that are online and just watching can be able to see exactly what songs were in that final 8 bracket. All right, let's take a look.
Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday,
still an iconic show.
Hey.
The fact that Fonzie lived above the garage was the best part.
Dude, they joked about that on Friends with Joey, right?
Yes.
They have an apartment above the garage for Joey. But that didn't seem cool as it was for Fonzie.
Absolutely. Now, again, what's cool about the Jeffersons is it was a spinoff, and I do think it's the only spinoff that made the bracket. I could be wrong.
What was that a spinoff of?
It was a spinoff of All in the Family, I think.
I was thinking that in my head, but it wasn't 100 on that. So
And Three's Company might have been a spinoff as well, but I'm not sure. I might be off on that one. MASH is great. Speaking of Three's Company. Rest in peace, John Ritter.
I would love to see this redone.
Maybe the worst pitch of any song that made the bracket.
I quote that song all the time, but I forget that it was All in the Family. But when we reminisce about things, I'll say, "Those were the days."
Well, right. If you look at the Love Boat, just how many stars were on that show, it was crazy.
Yes. You knew you were it if you were on the Love Boat.
Yes. All right. And that pretty much wraps up our 70s. And so a great bracket, like super cool. Let's get into the 80s a little bit as we go through that. Go a little too fast. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. A little glitch.
Here we go.
All right. Oh, boy. Easy there. Okay. So the 80s bracket was really difficult. And from what I've heard through the grapevine, there's some people that felt like there were some shows left off. So I'm looking forward to addressing those issues tomorrow. But if you look at the bracket, I mean, again, Cheers, Silver Spoons, Charles in Charge, Growing Pains, Family Ties, and Fame. The 4 or 5s are always going to be good, and that's why when we did the voting, those were the closest one. And then Golden Girls and maybe The Greatest TV theme song, aka Greatest American Hero. But let's get into this stream. Let's get into this little montage again and reminisce.
This was a really tough. This was the toughest for me. Was this the 80s?
Yeah, because there was 15 good songs.
Well, and just when I voted, I struggled.
Oh, such a great song. Such a great song.
I
we
was
didn't even-
too old to have a babysitter when that was popular, but I really wanted one.
Yeah, you wanted Scott Baio's, but
I
you
wanted
wanted
Scott Baio
to be in charge.
be that babysitter.
And then again, you have a little APK. Just a great song.
Did you
And
watch Fame?
Very rarely. I
Okay.
knew about it. Yeah, I didn't watch it a lot. But, I mean, everyone knows the song. I did watch a lot of Growing Pains. A lot of calling Mike into the office to teach life lessons in Growing Pains.
Yeah.
And this is just, it's not going to win it all, but it damn well should.
I just saw a meme about that just today and thought of you.
Well, I think that's important.
Yeah.
And then a young Ricky Schroeder.
Okay,
who-
I had that haircut when I was 5. I just want you to know that
And
Ricky
that's-
Schroeder haircut. I
boy,
had
that's
when I was
something
5.
that I wouldn't reveal to the audience tomorrow. Now, I mean, I think the last thing Ricky Schroeder was in, I think he was in. He was in a police, well-known police. It wasn't like SVU or something like that, but he was in one of those like police shows.
Yes. The kid from yes, because they mock it on Friends.
Yes.
And Sipowicz.
Well,
What
yeah.
is that? That was
Was it
his
LA
partner
Law?
with Sipowicz. No,
It might have been LA Law.
No. What,
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Get
All
our
right.
IT department on that.
That's right. Let's get to the 90s.
Oh, I hate to leave the 80s. They were so good.
It was a fantastic decade.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
there's the
though.
90s. These matchups are crazy as well. Friends, Dawson's Creek, Saved by the Bell, that 70s show. This Wonder Years 90210 is an unbelievable matchup. And then
Yeah.
Fresh Prince and Full House. So let's take a look.
There's not
were
a
actually-
clunker in this group.
No, I did find out that that fountain was not in New York. It was in LA, which was a huge buzzkill. So
Oh.
boo Friends on that one. Yeah.
I did not know
We actually
that.
visited the fountain in New York, and it was not near as cool. I know, disappointing. Saved by the Bell was a good Saturday morning.
Loved it.
Yeah, I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, there were some theme songs that got turned into hits, like Friends and some of the other ones. I think that's the only one that actually was an actual hit that was turned into a theme song with Joe
Well,
Cocker.
and I would like to know on Friends what came first, the theme song or the show? Because I remember I had the Rembrandt.
The show did. The show came first, and then they put it out.
Okay.
This is, again, I say this may not have the best theme song, but as far as people that came out of this cast to make it big,
Oh yeah.
it's off the charts.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have staff members on this one that go to jail for falsifying ACT scores. I know.
We can all learn a
I know.
lesson from her.
Yeah, that should have been a very special episode of Full House.
I feel like that would have that would have been a life lesson with Danny Tanner.
That would have been. All right. So a great bracket. Let's get to the last one, because the 2000s, which at first I was thinking it was going to be a little bit easier of a matchup, but then as I saw them, it got a little bit different. Look, that Big Bang Theory, LA Law and Order, excuse me, That's a sneaky tough matchup
That
for a number
is-
1 seed. Sopranos, One Tree Hill. The thing about One Tree Hill is if you did not see the montage or you don't know that song, you don't realize it's a good song. Like people don't know
Yeah.
that if they just see that, if they're just voting and they're not actually looking up the song, they might miss out on that one a little bit. I know that's a huge fan of yours.
Huge.
Office Family Guy is a tremendous matchup, and then Two and a Half Men, and then Malcolm in the Middle. I just saw Malcolm at the celebrity softball game last night, and he was very little next to the
the
basketball players.
athletes.
Oh boy, he was very small. So nothing against him, but let's check out these shows.
Well, and I would like to touch base on that Sopranos One Tree Hill thing because I feel like both had a cult following.
Yes, although Sopranos has been voted like the best TV show ever.
Like,
Oh, Sopranos is unbelievable.
I know you had to have HBO. Not every family had HBO at that time, you know.
Well, there's have and have nots. I don't know what to tell you.
Everybody had the CW.
It's HBO. It wasn't like it was accessible.
Some of us had to feed cats instead of buying HBO.
Well, that's a good point. And some of us did not. We watched Sopranos. Office is great. The one thing that's interesting about like the different like instrumental songs is just how quickly you can know the show with like 4 or 5 notes.
That'd be a fun game show with that. I don't wanna be anything other
This is
than-
it is, and this became a hit. This was
Yeah.
kind of like
It
Dawson's
broke-
Creek and
It
Friends.
broke Kevin DeGraw.
Yes. So I mean that one did it. This one's just a wild and crazy ride. And a lot of people didn't watch Malcolm in the Middle, and that's become a little bit of a cult following as well. And then again, instrumental, first couple notes, you know exactly what song this is.
Yeah.
And just fantastic. So, what I think, it was interesting voting. So when I voted, I know one of the things that I tried to do, and I'll talk about this more tomorrow, is, just when I saw this, when I saw the name of the show, to envision the song right away and just like which one was just more like, I guess maybe brought up like a memory or any kind of like a emotional tie to early like other parts of my life or just like how much I love the show. So I'm sure that did that to a lot of people. And so that's what makes this fun, especially with the voting side.
I really had to separate myself between song and show and try not to let my feelings for the show get in the way.
Well, but that's part of it though. There's nothing wrong with that because sometimes the song triggers that memory and that's what makes the song great. So that's why there's never no one's ever wrong on this. It's interesting to see just the masses who has more than the other, like which one is going to end up having more than the other one. So fun little preview stuff. I can't wait for tomorrow. We'll be live at 6 o'clock with the reveal. The new brackets will be coming up, which will be super fun. And hopefully we had lots and lots of people voting. And we're hoping to get just as many tomorrow. I hope that there's lots of people that join the stream, especially if they had any kind of excitement or any kind of because it's like any bracket. When you only have 32, you're going to have some that misses out. Just like the NCAA tournament, there's always bubble teams that don't make it. And there's always controversy a little bit. This is no different. And we'll address some of those, which will be fun. So, Steph, I look forward to tomorrow and have yourself a great night. I'm going to enjoy this cool weather up here in Durango. Do a little river rafting tomorrow morning and be back for the stream at 6.
I'm going to try not to sweat so much.
Okay. Okay.
I'm jealous.
See you, Steph. Bye, guys.
Bye.